Okay. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Ephemeral One, and welcome back to more Baldur's Gate 3. Last time, we discovered the fate of the Stone Lord. Or rather, we were prepping to fight the Stone Lord in the underground vault in the and well, it didn't go great. So, huh. Okay, whatever. Alright, now before we get into it, I did make a few changes I want to talk about. Specifically with some of our player characters. While Jaheira remains a Circle of Moon Druid, I did switch her from being I took a time and I went back through, and I made her a champion fighter instead of an Eldritch Knight. Will is still our Warlock Paladin. And Karlach is now a Swashbuckler Rogue / Wildheart. So, made a little changes to the team. I just find that I think this will work a little better. Yeah. So, okay. Yep.
Let's move.
So, I think this will work a little better. So, let's go on and try and... Okay, because I switched some things up. Let's see. Alright. Alright. For the crit hit, actually give that to Jaheira.
Call and I answer.
She'll be Elixir of Viciousness. So she will crit on even lower.
I've got a long road ahead.
And let's see. Elixirs of See Invisibility. Okay. Alright.
The pride of the gate.
Alright. Elixir of See Invisible. Alright. Well, that'll make this easier.
Still breathing, despite everything.
And this is why you hoard potions. Alright. Alright. So that'll make life easier. And I don't even remember picking up. Alright. Here we go. Alright. So, if I remember right, oh. Yeah, no, gotta get everyone over here. Okay. It was this 1, 3, 5. Nope, it wasn't that one. 3. And I completely forgot. Damn it. Should have saved that for... Nope, wasn't that. Okay, at least we know most of the codes, so it won't take too long. No, wasn't you. Oh, for fuck's sake. I keep hitting the wrong button. And I keep hitting the middle one without meaning to. Okay. Is it the west one? Okay. Oh, okay, with the right one. Okay. Okay. Alright. So this should go much, much better. Alright. Just trying to think. The other thing I can do is, first of all, cast Featherfall. So we all have it. And then go in. Alright.
It's still moving.
Hush your fussing. Nine Fingers had this one made especially. That little novel will barely slow it down.
But the stories...
Stories.
Alright.
Tall
We know
tales
that...
and big
Alright. Alright. So we know that this is Minsk, and he's being either mind controlled, more than likely though not, he's just being fooled by.
Meet Minsk.
Minsk. Then the great hero is here.
Wait, Chihira, he doesn't seem in this as... This seems like an
You will listen to me. Enough play, Stoneward. What in the howling hells?
a fake Chihira.
Nine Fingers set a poor trap, little banker. Let the Absolute's fate now come, Stone Lord. We have slarning shape changers. Enough! Let us deal with these cultists.
Okay. Alright. So... Okay. Yeah, okay. Karlak, because we started with... Yeah, and because we started with... Yep. We'll be able to... Let's see... Okay.
Find a route.
And... Yeah, why not? There we go. Blinded. Okay. Alright. Invisible, but we can see him still. Okay. Alright. Stunning Karlak. Which is sucks, but isn't the worst. Alright. Nice. Okay. Getting rid of their unstoppable buffs. Okay. I've never had Glitterbeard survive, so I'm gonna try. Of course they get Will right off the bat. Alright. Alright. Alright, Jahira. Yeah, let's start getting rid of these. Nice. Alright. 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 Slowed, stunned. They really hate Karlach. What? There we go. Alright. Word, nice. Okay. Shuna, go ahead. Yep. Alright. Let's see. Go ahead and action surge to throw a... Actually... Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and drink a potion. So then we can then throw... Good gods, I hate this. Yeah. Select. Okay, just help him up. And then... Crit miss, okay.
No holding back.
I mean, turn the tides. Something at least.
This isn't good.
Alright. Hang in there, Karlach. Because with her there, they can see invisible. Alright. There's one. Alright. Alright. Of course. Hang in there. Sanctuary blocked. Yeah. Yeah, the guards suck. Yeah. Okay. Jahira, go ahead. Have her... Yeah, just start swinging. Okay. Wow. The damage output of these guys is ridiculous. Alright. Alright. Oh, man. Alright, finish this one off. Alright. She does still have feather falls, so we can jump down. And try to help out with this one.
Try me.
Then... go for the disarming, why not? Oh. Okay. Alright. Karlak. Yeah, slowed so she can't use reactions. I believe it's this one that's holding the slow. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I've never gotten him to live. I've never gotten him to live. Yeah, you're gonna have to use like Sanctuary or something to keep him. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, you can make yourself invisible, but the rest of the party can see you, so. And yeah, we're gonna just help out Will. And we still have Featherfall, yeah, so yeah, we'll have you jump down. Alright. Alright. And yeah, we're good. Yeah. We'll go ahead and jump down. Okay.
Fleet of foot.
And yeah.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Okay. Yeah, concentration on slow. Go ahead.
Let's get this over with.
Yep. And there we go. Nice. Karlak no longer being slowed.
You're not gonna like this, mate.
Not at all. Alright. And flick of the wrist. Alright. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Yep. Visible, yeah. Of course. Alright. Knock it down. Yeah. Jahira, help Will. Yet again. Yeah. Let's go. Alright. And there we go. Okay.
Over there.
Okay. Cutting action dash.
Open up.
Alright, there you are. Knocking on his ass. Alright. let's have Shuna go.
Can't even catch my breath.
I know.
Very well.
And Dash. Where is he?
You
Alright.
still have time to surrender.
Alright. Okay.
I can still move fast when I need to.
When you need to. Second wind. Okay.
Forever doorless.
Will. Yeah. And while you're down. Yep. And Vicious Mockery.
Your breath will kill the dead twice over.
Alright. And down again. That's gonna suck for you. Yep. Did you hear if you'd be so kind? Okay. And this one?
I take no joy in this.
Okay.
I won't give in.
Will. Good grief, Will.
Best be on my way.
This is my time.
Karlak, finish it off. Alright. Alright. Start raiding them. Not the greatest win, and we did try our best, but I'm not going to get bothered by not saving anyone. Mimic. Didn't have anything.
I'm done. I can't wait to sleep.
Yep. Okay. Okay, silver chalice, gold chalice.
These footprints started in the sewers.
And we get studded leather.
Hey, soldier.
Not what I was looking for. Silver chalice, empty chests. Nope. Alright. So yeah, they took everything they could. Alright. So, still ended up losing everyone. It sucks. Invoker, Ball, Rice. Okay. Alright. So everyone's kind of worn out, so let's heal up.
Awake and alert.
And a lot of these weapons aren't really that great. Let's see. Yeah, we'll get them out of our pack for now. Especially all the extra armors. Helmets. Okay. Yeah, that all can just go to camp for now. Nice. Okay. Good grief. On the upside, it does mean that we are at the point where theoretically we can come back down here, and if we find keys, we can use it to open the things up. Alright. Well, we tried to save the people. Alright. Sewers, huh? Well, we'll have to keep looking. Well, we'll give the unfortunate news. Alright. Sure, this will go poorly.
Hope you had a fruitful visit, sir. But that's your business, of course.
Honestly, it's about to be a lot of your business. Alright. Head clerk.
If you don't mind, sir, I do believe you have your pass, and I have other customers.
Okay. Was trying to tell you, but... oh well. Okay. So... alright, we found the muddy footprints in the vault. They reek of sewers. That's where we need to find Minsk. Alright. So, we need to head down to the sewers. Oh god, imagine what it's done to the housing prices. But what will it do for my property value? Alright. There's some bookcases here. Move it. Bookshelf, move. We can't. It's a bookshelf. Alright. There look like some people inside. Old Garlow's place, which is supposed to be locked off. Well, let's see. Locked? Well, let's... because I did... like I said, I redid Karlach's, so it made her a barbarian rogue. So let's see, how good is her lockpicking?
Fiddly things. Careful. Careful. People don't bloody look where they're walking.
19 to 26. Okay. Well, let's see what's in here. Alright.
Belly aching too.
Well, we're in a bad way.
An intruder. These people are under my protection. I'll not let you harm them. Hearken to my words, wicked creature. Return to the pit of evil from whence you came.
I'm Shuna Kanazaki. Nice to meet you.
Don't listen. Who knows what spells it weaves around us? Quickly, cleric.
Helm, protector of all, grant me the power to ignite this creature's flesh and burn its bones to ash. Begone, monster. Your hag mother holds no power here.
Huh, a hag's after you. I can help. I fought one before. Indicates the eye. Alright.
right. Clyde smells no lie.
Then you speak truth. You fought a hag before. At ease, everyone. Forgive the paranoia. We're being hunted by a vile and wicked hag. We feared you, her minion. She's already hexed one of us, and any
Oh?
of us could be next.
Why isn't she hunting you?
Because we dared to do the impossible. We dared to fight back. You see, all of us here have fallen victim to a hag's vicious ways. But instead of succumbing to despair, we rose above it. Thanks to Mayrina, our leader. Together, we've been helping others who've suffered at the claws of a hag.
A noble
Only
ideal.
Mayrina's been hexed by the very hag who now hunts us.
Mayrina? I know her. She was captured by Annie Ethel.
You're the one that saved her. The one that ventured to the depths of Ethel's lair. I can hardly believe it. You look so normal. By Helm, perhaps there is hope. If anyone can help Mayrina, it's you.
Alright. Well, let's go take a look. I imagine if she's been hexed, it's been... It's by Auntie Ethel yet again. Hee-haw. Huh. A voodoo totem. A bad omen. Well, this seems like the smart thing to do.
A strange-looking doll.
And it's not gone. Let's see. Well, it sounds like it's maybe upstairs. Oh. Nice. Is it up here? No. This was a nice house. Gotta admit, before this, it was a nice place to live. Like that upper balcony like that? Mm. Maybe in here. Oh no, there it is.
You removed my hex. That's annoying. I wanted to play a little longer. Auntie likes her toys broken. She's not going to be happy I had to get my hands dirty.
Alright, let's do it.
How cute. I see why Auntie has her eye on you. They want to hurt Auntie. They have the book. I will die before I let anyone touch a hair on her head.
You are outnumbered and outmatched. Stand down.
The others I will leave to rot in this house. But you,
Alright.
I...
Okay. Hang on, hang on. Okay. Okay. So Auntie has some helpers. So we're gonna have to run down and help everyone. By the way, our cleric over there ain't a bad fighter, actually. Okay. Armored Crab, only level 4. Yeah, Mayrina ain't much better off. Still level 1. But, yeah. Alright, we'll have Shuna start with this. Yep. Alright. Go for the flourish. Off balance. Sure. Just finish that one off. Alright. We'll leave the others.
Have to keep going. Let's go.
Alright, Karlak. We'll have you Searing Smite. Nice. Get to the other side to help protect Marina. And go ahead and smack again. Alright.
War is an old woman's game.
Alright, Jaheira. Yeah, go ahead and smack this one. Gone.
You sully the ground you stand on.
Alright. Yeah, go for the damage. Alright.
Forever dauntless.
Alright, Will, yeah, come down. Start heading downstairs.
2 steps at a time.
Alright. And then Eldritch Blast. Nice. Okay. Then Champion Challenge. Okay. Alright. Yeah. We'll try and save what we can. Yep. Really, Marina? Yeah. Yep, there goes one of them. Alright. Go ahead and get that.
Well, well. Look what we have here.
Okay.
Soldier.
Cunning action, dash. And move her downstairs. Alright. Yeah, we're good.
Not but another harvest.
Yeah. Get as far as you can, Jaheira.
Into position.
Yeah, don't want to kill everyone, so... Yeah, I don't have any really good spot to throw that. That's not going to kill a bunch of our people, so... Love the detail the crab runs sideways. Okay. Let's have you... Divine Smite. Nah, even better. Branding Smite. Okay, not enough movement.
Finding my way.
So... Yeah. Alright. Nice. Alright. And Shuna.
These boots have seen everything.
Alright. Go ahead and help out. Alright. Okay, not enough. So then... Not enough space. Okay. In which case... And just leave it as is. Alright, maybe he'll start running down after everyone. Trying to summon another crustacean. Damn, lost the cleric. Alright, arcane synergy. Alright. Yeah, go ahead and bring it.
Eat it.
Jetlo. There we go. And branding smite.
Do you know? I think we have given offense.
Okay. Alright. Yep. Alright. Let's finish these idiots off. Alright.
Treacherous prick. What now?
And finish it off. Okay, what's left? And the crab. Were the crabs still alive? Yep. There we go. Alright.
That lying, thieving, scaly little shit! Thanks for knifing the bastard. That makes twice you've saved me. I'm starting to think you're my guardian angel.
You made an adorable sheep.
Thanks. But my mouth tastes like mutton, and I'm itching in hard to reach places. I'm gonna make the witch that did this pay, and I have the means to do it. This group is made of survivors. People like me who've been hurt by hags. I brought them together to fight back. We tracked a hag to the city, but lost her trail. Right after she snatched a little girl.
Oh boy. Any connection to our old friend Ethel?
Ugh, I bloody hope not. I see her enough in my dreams. No, Ethel is dead, but this one is no less of a nightmare.
Oh.
The moment I started investigating the missing girl, I felt the hag's eye on me. Next thing, I was sprouting wool and bleating up a storm.
I'll start by speaking to the child's mother.
Thank you. With you up, check the safe in the back. I've done my homework on hags since we last tangled with Ethel. Take whatever you need. I know it. Laura was knocking about Basilisk Gate, at the Flaming Fist's headquarters.
Alright. And we just got something, a staff it looked like. Staff of Interruption. Oh, wow. Rare staff with counter spell built in. God damn. And that's... that is good stuff. Alright. Alright. Traveler's chest. A few extra goodies. Okay.
It's the nature of our pets. Make sure this never happens again.
Ink splattered journal. And nothing too special there. Some extra food. Alright.
What you say? Unless you excellence. No, but stop.
Okay. So the hag. So we have a hag to deal with in the city as well as everything else we have. Oh well.
That Lord Gortash should have his own column. Never mind just an interview.
Alright, let's see. So a lot of things in the sewers, but we're still not quite done. Plenty more things to see. And we've not mapped the whole city, so... Reservations open. Alright. Alright. Should we go talk? Well, since it went to shit, let's go talk. Actually, let's go talk with. Heapside Strand. Lower City, Central Wall. What am I thinking of? Yeah, we need to get underground. Alright. Alright, so let's see. The easy way. Okay, it was... passage to underground... Yeah, Heapside, right. Heapside Strand. Okay. I think it was back over this way. Yeah, this way that'll bring us down underground. Okay. Down we go. Let's go talk. It's gone to shit. Well, Nine Fingers, it didn't go well.
We haven't known each other for very long, so perhaps I ought to clarify. When I say don't interfere or else, most people avoid finding out what or else means.
Your ambush was a complete failure, and it would have been worse if we hadn't been there.
You think so? Well, perhaps I'll buy a better mimic. Test it on you.
No threats, Estelle. We are your allies, whether you want to see it or not.
You're still the city's best chance of sending the absolute packing. So, yes, I need you. I even like you. But know that I do not need or like anyone so much that I will let them trust me twice. You want to handle Minsk? Then handle him before I do.
Can you give me any hints here?
Come to derail any other guild operations? Spit in my eye, perhaps? Or do you just need something?
I need information.
Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab.
Okay. Well, no, she doesn't. Okay, so she can't point us in the direction at this point of where to look for Minsk. Okay. So then to look for speak for Lord say Benra and search the sewers for Minsk. Okay. Okay. As well as find Caesar Palace. Okay, so that's all that way. Which, to be fair...
Can't we set up in a better spot? Bloody drafty here.
That's the point. Looked up hardly once he's gone.
Somewhere else, right?
Okay. So we just need to get over on the other side. And this will lead us out. But we don't want out. We want down. Okay. So we're looking for the exit over here. Right. Okay. So probably the... Alright. Okay. Alright. Smuggling route. Okay. Alright. Probably up here. Okay. And where does this door lead? Back up and out. Okay, so that's the one that's up and out. Yeah, back to Lower City. Okay. So that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for Minsk. Okay. So it's the door we weren't supposed to unlock, and we did. Okay. Alright, so it should be over here. Yep. Okay. This will probably be the easiest way to get to where we need to go. Alright. Alright. Looks like there's Lower City Sewers, the High Harbor. Okay. So, since we're here, yeah, I could probably make this jump. Alright. Oh, Will made it even. Okay. Okay. Then... Yep. So we'd have to go back this way. Okay, so there is a way south and a way north. The way south. Huh. Interesting. Looks like there's a way there, but we'll have to come back to that. Okay, the dude with all the fire element, grease elementals. Alright, and down this way. Ah, city sewers. We can finally teleport down here. Okay. And oh, all the grease. Oh, from the yeah, that's the guy. That's the fire mage.
What's that?
What indeed? Alright. Scroll of Seeming. Okay. Wood Chips Grant, Ogre Boyd Column. Livin' Large Timbo. I think these are some of the guild. Yeah. And Arabella.
Arabella seems not to notice you as you approach. She's as intent on examining a peculiar stone as she is unbothered by the corpses littered on the ground.
Ah, this must be the girl Arabella.
Haha.
Hey! I had a feeling you'd show up. It's sort of our thing, like it's fate or something. Check out the stone. It's magic. Incredible, right?
Well, let's make an Arcana roll. Study the stone. What's she found? Nice. What can we tell?
You are flooded with memories of the distant past. Creatures slain, lovers reunited, spells crackling through the air. The stone holds records of all who have passed by it. Arabella is collecting them. It's as natural as breathing for her.
You're right. That stone is incredible. I saw it past events as if I'd been there myself.
And I've only scratched the surface. I want to know everything. Bone Man was right. The weave will take care of me. I just need to listen.
Have you been on your own this whole time?
Yep, and I like it that way. Bone Man told me to follow the weave, to let it guide me. I've learnt a lot thanks to him, and I'm still learning.
There are corpses everywhere. What happened?
Bandits came at me with daggers. They didn't know who they were messing with.
Right.
I told you, I've learnt a lot.
Alright.
Don't worry about me, I'll be just fine. I'll see you soon enough. Bone Man said so.
Interesting. And the stone. Well. Oh well. Seems a pretty simple fate for a bunch of bandits. Oh well. Let's keep exploring. Okay. So yeah. Find Caesar Palace. Alright. Well, let's keep looking. someone slipped on the grease. Careful. Yeah. We're fine. Okay, it's the cranium rat.
And it tastes great.
Alright. Ladder is just another way up to, yeah, that'll lead us to Cazador's, to the vampires, but let's keep looking. Yeah. Lots of grease traps and enemies. Alright. Well, let's keep looking. Okay. See if there's anything else around here. Loose stone. Alright. Some thieves' tools. Oh. Another loose stone. Okay.
Something
Priest
over there.
boots, stained journal. An excerpt from what appears to be a larger journal. We have nowhere to go. Bareki wants to try the guild hall, but there's too many different crews there. Too many eyes and ears that might be reporting back to Gortash and his damned cult. It's just Bareki, Aelis, and I. We can't trust anyone else. Alright. Another loose stone. Incomplete journal. A hastily scrawled journal entry, apparently the last in the series. Aelis, Bareki, don't be mad if you find this, boys. I'm not trying to keep the treasure from you. We just ripped off Gortash, and I know you two are all going. You're going to spend it all in one spot and draw the bastard Archduke to be notices. Before you protest, remember Talik's bakery years back? I'm doing my best to deny it all to the fist, and you two don't even bother to wash the cake from your gobs. Yeah. Alright. So they stole apparently they stole a cake at one point and got caught. Undercity ruins. Okay. And who are you? The voiceless penitent Bareki.
The penitent looks at you silently, expectantly.
Shall we trade then?
There's the slightest flicker of a
Alright. Bone Spike Helmet. When you rage, hostile creatures in a 3-meter radius must succeed in a wisdom saving throw or take psychic damage. The targets receive half damage on the save. +2 to intimidation. Well. Okay. And the Armor of Moon Basking. You gain 22 temporary hit points after casting Wild Shape. Wow. While those temporary hit points are active, reduce all incoming damage by 1. You have a +2 bonus to armor class. You also have an advantage on saving throws against spells. Wow. Goddamn. But it is light armor. Still, that's really good. And a lot of... Okay. The armor of moonbasking.
Penitent blinks.
Alright. And this leads back to the passageway. So this, ladies and gentlemen, would be to an ancient lair. Dead humans, dead halfling. Alright. Trying to remember, because this, I believe, is one of those. This was a opulent gilded chest. Yeah, no. This screams trap. I'm trying to remember what it is. Ah, greater zombies. Ancient servant. Yeah. Yeah, being dead is sort of a... Yeah, ancient servant. There it is.
Feel that?
Yep. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot here. Alright, go ahead and rage. And Primal Stampede. Straight through. Alright. Yep. Yeah. There's a lot of undead in here. Alright. And I'm sure the treasure here won't be that worth it. Alright, Chihira. Yeah. Good gods, that hand did 20 damage. Good gods. Yeah.
Lest I sit down for a rest and not rise again.
Alright. We'll go ahead and Branding Smite. Alright. And a Divine Smite. Nice. And another one. There we go. Yep. Yep, all blinded by Lathander, so... And Will goes down yet again. Okay, I may really have to reset Will. If for nothing else, then I want to take some points out of something and give him more constitution, because the man needs it desperately. Okay, she's frightened, but she still should be able to do... Yeah. Alright, both hands gone. Then... Go ahead, fainting attack. Okay. Yeah, well, she's fine. Right now, Will is Warlock Paladin. And I'd be keeping him as Warlock Paladin. I just want to throw a few points into his goddamn constitution. Because my gods, the man seems to need it. Alright. And Karlak. Yeah, go ahead and see who you can knock prone here. Okay. And go for a swing. And sand toss. Crit miss, of course. Yeah, they're all blinded by Lathander's... the blood of Lathander anyway, so... Mostly I keep Will as a Warlock Paladin because at the end of the day, Paladin just works for him. Alright. We'll go bear. Yeah, go for... smoke. Either that or smoke powder bomb. Nah. Go ahead. Love it. Alright. Yep. Yeah, no, that's mostly... Well, that and just in general, Will is way too soft. Like, his base constitution is ridiculously low. Like, just a look.
I need a hand.
No, he's got 14 con. Okay, there's something more going on there. Because sincerely... Yeah, his AC suffers so much. Okay. Do I have a... definitely have holy water. Question is, who did I give it to? Okay. I'll just have to go into her bag. Definitely gave her holy water. Yep, there they are. Throw. Perfect. Alright. And... Okay. And second wind. Yeah, no, that's the part of it too. Alright, Karlak. Yeah, we'll go back to quick load. Because this fight is not necessary. Let's see. Let's... Come on. Come on. Okay. Let's see. If we were to respec Will.
Defender of the people.
Let's see. Fiend, Warlock, and 5 of Oath of the Crown Paladin. I do have heavier armor, rare clothing, splint armor, elegant studded. That gets him up to 15. Yeah, the 19. But then he can't use... Okay. So yeah, let's see if we take a look at respecking him.
I shall be here in thy camp, as thou desire.
Okay. Alright. So if we did Warlock... Okay, Warlock for level 1. Yeah, Blade Ward, yeah, that works. Okay, that gets him up to medium weapon, medium proficiency. Yeah. Because Fiend is nice. But if I'm honest, I've never been the greatest fan of it. Like, I could see him gaining a Hexblade. Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to see. That's the kind of thing. Yeah. So let's say Hexblade. Shield, Wrathful Smite. Or... let's go... Yeah, Armor of Agathis. So, his dexterity being that his con is not the worst. I'm gonna pull back on intelligence and give him some extra strength. I hate to say it, but I might pull back just a bit on charisma for the extra, yeah, for the extra dexterity. Okay, am I going for... Okay, I guess that's the question I have to ask myself. Am I going... Okay, +2 would be the maximum he could use for AC bonus for armor. If I go Wisdom, 2 points just to get up to... Well, if I do both... and get up to 14 strength. And that'll get him some a decent damage bonus. And still give us the 16 charisma Or just the +1 to strength. Just so his saves aren't completely scuffed. Right. So. Alright. Bind weapon does make it use charisma, you are right. So, then from there... Okay. So yeah, then we can do Constitution Dexterity, because +2. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I like this better. Alright, then as far as his skill goes, Arcana and Deception. No, wait, not Deception. Investigation. You know what? History, actually. Okay, will... Source, Druid, Warlock. Like I said, though, I'm basically splitting it 50-50 with levels, so... That's just the way I'm doing this particular run. Alright. So back to being Warlock Paladin. And let's see. Oath of the Ancients. No, Oath of the Crown is just way too appropriate. Alright. Yep, so get his fighting style. You know what? Great weapon. Yeah. And don't worry about prepared spells for this level. Alright. Takes... Alright. Doesn't matter too much because we have one more level. Yeah. Lay on Hands charge. And his first level. Okay. Great Weapon Master. When you land a critical hit or kill a target with a melee weapon attack, you can make another melee weapon attack as a bonus action that turn. Just so basically you can keep swinging. Medium Armor Master. When you wear medium armor, it doesn't impose disadvantage on stealth checks. Okay. Skilled. Sentinel would be nice, but... Gain armor proficiency... Nah. You know what? Just give him tough. His HP has been one of the biggest issues we've had with Will, so I'm giving him extra HP. Alright, so that's level 4. And his 5th level. And that gets him extra attack. Okay. Now his paladin spells will actually want... Okay. So restoration definitely could come in handy. Branding Smite. And yeah. Shield of Faith. Heroism. Cure Wounds, definitely. Divine Favor can be nice, and then the 2 smites, and all the smites. Sorry about that, folks. I had to sneeze. Ugh. Okay. So now we can pick up his warlock spells. Protection from good and evil. Alright. Mage armor, no. Fiendish vigor, actually. So it can get extra temporary HP. And let's use Agonizing Blast. Alright. Let's see. Then, yep, next. Gain access to... He already has Branding Smite, so Blur. Pact of the Blade. Yeah, absolutely Pact of the Blade. Yep. Yeah, because Will very much wants to be a frontliner in my mind. Okay. 4. Yeah. Because that puts him at 89 hit points. God, tough. Tough pays for itself so well. Let's go... Booming Blade can be definitely useful. And... yeah, Misty Step. Alright. So, we gave him... Tough. The other thing I think we... either Savage Attacker... or like Sentinel. To help block. Yeah... You know what? Sentinel to help make him... to make it so he takes advantage and really puts the hurt on when... if you attack near him. And again... You know what? Great Weapon Master. When you land a critical hit or kill a target with a melee weapon attack, yeah... Or Medium Armor Master. There's a disadvantage on stealth checks. The bonus armor class you gain from your dexterity modifier becomes +3, so... But he only has +2 anyway. Alright. Yeah, Savage Attacker is still so good. Yep. Basically constant. Oh yeah. I could definitely see Booming Blade being fun, but just in general, if you're going... Yeah. Level 5, Deep Impact. Fly. Gaseous Form. Elemental Weapon. But that's concentration. Honestly, something like Blink. You know what? Blink. And... Mire of the Mind, Sign of Ill Omen, Devil's Sight. You know what? Giving him Devil's Sight. So yeah, it basically has dark vision. Alright. Alright, so let's see. Will now has an AC of 19, plus 8 to hit. And then we have to bind your weapon. Yeah, bind hexed weapon. Alright. So yeah, now it's plus 13 to hit. And 15 to 24 damage. Alright. So yeah, he can summon a new weapon if he needs it. Okay. So there. Will's a little better. If nothing else, he at least has 98 hit points now, which will be a blessing. Which means he can now stand on the front of battle. That means our softest target in this entire time is still Jaheira.
Whatever it takes.
Alright. Jaheira is our softest target. I can live with that. Okay. Undercity Ruins. Thing is, I don't believe that's where we need to go anyway. I believe that's just a side thing. On the other hand, I believe this door...
A rush of ancient whispers fills your mind as you approach the door. It is rife with magic. Old, deathly magic.
A new vessel brimming with blood darkens Baal's door. Do you have proof of your faith to our lord?
Okay. So yeah.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
So that's where we would... Okay, so we have confirmed that at least that is where you want to go when you want to basically put, chase after Orin. They said they're Lord Baal, so that's where the Baal priests are coming from. So we know now where that is. And like Orin said, we have a truce up until we decide to go after her. Then all bets are off.
What's that?
A painted key. And a spell of telekinesis. Alright. And this...
That water looks tainted. Better to avoid it.
Indeed. So best to not be down here. And the slimes. Alright. Yeah, strange. Backpack, potions of sleep. Impenetrable slumber. This individual is under the influence of a copious sleeping draughts. It is impossible to wake them. So they're just gonna sleep to death? Yeah. That can't be good. A greasy, smelly climb up. Okay. Alright.
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Ah, a trap. Well, Karlak, you're a trap expert now. Work your magic. Nice. Scroll note. Nice try, Jackanape. Yeah.
Have a lot on my mind. And well, in it.
Alright. Okay. Well, will we find out here?
Just as I was getting bored, our Lord sends us a little diversion.
And you are? Some ball priests, maybe? Okay. Yeah, must be more ball priests. Because they're turning invisible. Okay. Cunning action dash. Hey, jackasses. Alright. Okay. Alright. There we go. The wheel's now looking a lot better. Go ahead and move up.
Making my move.
And... oh, right, he's wearing heavy armor still. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll go. Misty Step. Hello. And knocked on your ass. Chihira.
Ease my way.
Go ahead and... yeah, we'll just have you dash. Alright. Will... if you mean Will, how much AC he has... at this point...
on the victor's path.
Switching him down, he's down to 15, but he does still have 98 HP, so not the worst.
Survival is all that matters. Breathe deep and move.
Alright. Alright. Sanctuary blocked. Alright.
This is the easy part.
Nope, you attacked, so no sanctuary for you. And you're invisible. Too bad that doesn't mean shit.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Unstoppable, so you get... yep. And... Santos? Nice, blinded. Ooh, wandered around, just got smacked a lot. Running away, conjured a murder of crows on this. Oh well. Now the machine gun's hitting hard. Alright.
No time to waste.
Red in tooth and claw.
Yep. And that one's down.
Stalking.
I am thoroughly impressed. Yeah, Jaheira's movement is ridiculous.
Nothing
Okay.
will stand in my way.
Yeah.
Can't slow down.
Oh no, the crows pecked at us. Okay. Here come all the birdies. Like, the birds are the least of our problem. After all, the stat block for crows ain't exactly thrilling. I'm amazed it survived the hit. Alright. Okay. Alright, go ahead and swing. I'm amazed these crows are going to take this much damage. Okay. Yep. Yeah, not bad. Oh, well. Machine gunner? Sure. Alright.
Death greets us all, but not today.
Yeah.
Another fight. Let's go.
And hit 2. Yep, nice and easy. Oh wow, got a crit hit on it too. Okay.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Alright, there's only 3 crows left and they should be here momentarily. Warlock Rogue, it can be decent. The problem is you're splitting your stats. Okay. Now, it depends on which one of the warlock you're going. At least go, if you're going to do warlocks rogue, go Eldritch Scoundrel and probably Pact of the Tome, just so you have as many spell. You want to be as spell heavy to just machine gun enemies down with as many heavy spells as you can.
What's it gonna take?
Couple of whacks.
Battle favors the fearless.
All right. There we go.
Must be done.
Yeah.
By your command.
A
Where
bit.
do I go from here?
I guess I could see Swashbuckler to some degree, but I don't know. The biggest thing, the one I would want to work, pack weapon plus sneak attack could get some, but I don't know. To me, it seems like more if you're gonna do that, you want as many spells as possible to You want the extra spell slots from Eldritch Scoundrel to supplement the Warlock's, max level spells. But that's, of course, if you're doing this 50-50 split like I'm doing here. That's the thing. I know 90% of multi-classing for most people is, adding 1 or 2 levels to what already a class does.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Oh, here we go, this puzzle. Alright. Crows. Okay. Because this is another puzzle. Alright. Alright, so that ladder is a hidden path to Kazadar's puzzle. Kazadar. Okay. Alright. Let's see. No quick rest, so anything we run into... Okay. Let's see. Yep. Okay, it's like this is a hidden path. In and out. Right, I can see this is where the refugees... Okay. 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 Just trying to think where else we haven't been. Quite a few places, honestly. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I want to go to the vampires. So... yeah, there's no good way to get without doing the jump spell.
Soldier.
Sharp as ever.
Alright.
The work is never done.
Jump.
The pride of the gate.
Alright.
How high?
How high indeed.
The pride of the gate.
Ah. Okay. Alright. That's the barrack cells. Okay. Okay.
Never a dull moment.
Alright, Jahira, same thing. Thankfully, ritual spells you never run out of. Yep. But it's also one of those cases where there are plenty of natural enemies that you can't use it on. But then again, you also still have flick of the wrist and such, so there's some use. There's all sorts of uses. All right. Alright. No, that's long strider, not jump.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
But yeah, if you flick of the wrist, and honestly, blinding sand actually comes in handy more than you'd think.
At your command.
Because being able to blind creatures for even just a turn or two is really devastating. I mean, vicious mockery being vicious mockery.
Best get going.
Yep. Let's get out of the sewers for now. Alright. Yep. Yeah, Eldritch Blast is the machine gun is probably the better option. Okay. So, we were supposed to looking for someone here by the gate.
Your arms are like tree trunks. They're amazing. Kindly behave yourself while you're here, yeah?
Yeah. Laura.
How many times do I need to say it? You sent word about a lead, said that I should come see you about it.
Of course, madam. Let me just... Forgive me, why are you here?
Is this some kind of sick joke? Do you have any
No,
idea
she's
what
just
I've been through
overworked.
these past few days?
You're Laura, right? And your child is missing?
Yes. Her name is Vanra. This stupid, useless fist said she had a lead, but she must have been stuck in Dream Mist or something.
Madam, tell me. You said...
No, there's something wrong here. It's not...
Taken from a tavern?
Yes. The blushing mermaid down by the docks. I told you 100 times. Why aren't you listening?
I'm listening. Tell me what happened.
Excuse me, citizen, but if this is a criminal matter, it's my business, not yours.
And of course, the Arcana check was to see if we could figure out. Yeah, the hag has managed to fuck with the fist here.
A hag in Baldur's Gate? Preposterous.
Don't scare me more than I already am. Or would a hag want with my Vanra? She's just lost. That's all. Odds. I'm so afraid. I've no family. And Vanra's father isn't around. A flaming fist were my last resort.
I'll help you find your daughter.
You will? Her name is Vanra. She's 7 years old and has red hair, like me. We were in the Blushing Mermaid when she was taken. Just up by the docks.
Was anyone else with you?
No, unless you count a couple of old drinking mates at the next table. But they'd be no help. They barely remember their own names. We were sober though. I swear. I stop in the maid for a drink sometimes. But it was only a quick one.
You must have some witnesses, surely.
Of course. The front of house, Bosun Gannet was there, and the owner of the Blushing Mermaid, Captain Grizzly. Neither lifted a finger to help me look. It was awful.
I'll head to the Blushing Mermaid.
Thank you. I'll head home. Can't.
Alright. Let's see. Liara Porter.
Commander Portier, acting marshal of the Fist. If you have a crime to report, please.
Okay. But yeah. As you can see, it's the hag is fucking with her. No. No, it's the this is actually the hag messing with her memory. We can't prove it because we failed the Arcana roll, but yeah. Alright. So, Basilisk Gate Barracks.
Mercenary they may be, but father always demanded discipline from the family. Seems some grew unruly in his absence.
You think
Alright.
you can do better? It's no your story. Your father made a fine job of polishing them up some. But a sellsword is still a sellsword. They are just following their lead.
Stay here forever, don't you?
No, true. Sellsword's only gonna be work towards their own vested interests.
You certainly don't get paid half so well.
Alright. Let's see. We do need to rest. I know that.
In my opinion, we should have a still watch in every Baldurian home.
Alright. And this is probably the Blushing Mermaid. A wine festival. Okay. Alright. We do need to get... Alright. Hey, man.
Karlak, would be a lot better if you find a way to fix this engine, Damon.
I haven't stopped trying, but all roads lead to a dead end. Sorry, I didn't mean...
Never mind. Glad you're all right in any case. Nice forge you've got here.
Best I've had in years. Mistress of the house lets me operate from here for a fair price. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy.
Good. Someone should be.
Alright. Should have an armor set or two. Medium. Half plate, yeah. Half plate armor, medium, +2. Breastplate +2. Yeah. Because the Armor and persistence is heavy, right? Yeah. So we'll do the breastplate. Okay. Just to get will.
Shout if you need anything else.
Alright, Will. That should get you better coverage.
Made at the ready.
Yeah, that puts him up to 17. Okay. And he's still able to... Oh, wow. We are real damn close to a level 2. Alright, we're almost to level 11. Well, no, we killed Ethel. Oh, no, wait, she did escape, didn't she? I imagine then it's just you don't give anything. Either that or it's a different hag. Alright. Okay, forge. Oh, right. This shop.
As in hobbies? Oh, well.
Wow.
I like to play music, I suppose.
Aww.
I'm just picturing you strumming on a harp so hard the strings snap and try not to shriek. What do you play?
Mostly the same children's rhyme. Better to whistle a thing. I do not get a lot of time to practice. Spare me the side eyes, girl. Not every daily deed is worthy of song. Certainly none I can play.
God, I'm sorry, but watching Karlak fangirl is so funny. Karlak is just this wonderful fangirl that Jaheira doesn't want. Alright, folks. Welcome to the Devil's Fee. Hellsick.
I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio's a rarity. So merry be and shop with glee.
Oh no. Definitely something up with this one. Trust me.
Well, let's see what you got on offer.
A most excellent decision.
Alright, so she sells necrotic resistance. Nice. Okay, potion of speed. Extra healing. The Gibbous of the Worshipful Servant. At the start of combat, the wearer gains momentum equal to their charisma modifier. You gain advantage on concentrating on saving throws. Okay. Alright. Boreals. Yes, that's... Nah. Incense, web grenade. Okay. Nothing too nightmarish. Still, 102. And she's got plenty of gold, so... Yeah, we'll get rid of that. That. And... some of this extra tosh. Oh, no, we'll keep the bank pass. Okay. And balance it back out. Thank you. Nice.
Coin and time most fortuitously spent.
Indeed. But kind of a lame shop for someone who has this much floor space, but as you might have guessed, there's a bit more to that place. We'll see about it later. Oh, really? Okay, I had heard little bits and pieces about the Demon Slayer game coming out. I hadn't heard like anything formal though.
Say anything about the horrible present of Baldur's Gate, city of crime and chaos.
No, we mostly avoid that.
Alright. Let's see.
He could be propping up the bar in the elf song for all we know.
Alright. Continuing to explore, we've reached Bloomridge Park. Alright.
I remind you again, Wendell. One month.
Alright.
Would-be ambushers squatting those bushes ahead.
We redden our steel by the light of day. You are our lamb. Red Lady Orin asked us to test you.
Okay. Okay. Looks like 4 ball cultists, all ready to try and get us. Okay. Well, just on the off chance you guys try to go after the citizens. Over here. And see about trying to disarm him. Okay. Blinded works too. Yep. Of course.
Close at hand.
Alright.
Let this murder be a sacrament.
Of course. Alright. Will gets the shield off. Alright. Stunning. Okay.
The mark of Mahler on it.
Alright. Go ahead and let her bleed a little. Alright. And ranged attacks. Nice. We'll go ahead and let's have you summon the spiritual weapon. Okay. Have you just go for a divine smite.
I found my mark.
Nice. And weakening. Okay. Oh. Then yeah, go ahead and turn the tide, because we're all in kind of bad shape.
Time to push my luck again.
Yep. Nice. And chug a potion. Okay, got the stun. I was gonna say, though admittedly,
Keep out of this, Captain. Do not forget who you serve.
Of course, I just thought you might need assistance.
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. The fist has a tadpole, but something...
Not I. We. And we. Do not.
Defective. Very...
Okay. Man, managed to not get knocked out. Damn. Okay. Jahira. Yeah, try to finish this one off. Then. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that HP buff to Will really is he is definitely what helping out. Okay, so go ahead and curse this jackass. Then Divine Smite. There we go. And there's our levels. Go ahead and do another Divine Smite. Alright, Will's on a roll. Alright, Shuna.
These days. Time for some bloody work.
Love the crit. Alright. And chug a potion. Karlak.
Want another?
Finish him off. Nice. Alright. Okay. Shahira.
Understood.
And dash. Try and pommel strike. So dazed. Alright. Serves you right. Alright.
Coming through.
And go ahead and dash. Mask Cure Wounds. Man, it had been a long time since I've seen that one. Alright.
At the ready.
And she can jump up. Alright. And go support.
I've got it.
Yeah, go ahead and cunning action to dash.
Down the hatch.
That's another one down. Last one. Alright.
Bring me into battle.
Yep. Alright.
Finding my way.
Okay, I don't think you can hit it. And we're good. I'm listening.
You know us. Absolute will. Absolute power. Not much time left. This mind cannot bear us.
Okay.
Turns to liquid. Listen close. We learn. We grow. Loosen out, necromancer. Dead. Changeling and tyrant remain at odds. Kill them. You have a place in...
Ugh. The Elder Brain works its will through the worm.
What? What happened? Why do I taste copper?
And the brain, of course, is urging us to support it and do what it wants. So yeah. So the brain's starting to learn new tricks. Ah. Alright, so it's August. Well, that gives us time. We'll look forward to seeing that.
Bloody hell! Who were that lot?
Yeah, just a bunch of crazy cultists. Alright. But, also, we got level 11. I'm honestly, believe it or not, I thought I would be more excited for upcoming games. The ones I would be I expected to be more excited about was Night Rain for Elden Ring. I don't know, just something about it, the different format. It's not a, Souls game. It's, a repeatable roguelite, basically. And I don't know, that kind of makes me less excited to play that. Next game I'm majorly looking forward to right now is one called Odd Sparks, which is sort of a fantasy manufacturing game, like Fantasy Factorio, which is it's an odd little game, thus the name Odd Sparks, and it's a lot of fun. And I look forward to pissing people off with my lack of, perfecting automation. In addition, of course, Death Stranding 2 is going to be my biggest game so far this year. I don't know. Eventually Expedition 33 I'll get around to, but I don't feel like it's truly necessary, because there's so many playthroughs of it online already. It just felt like it was the easy game to have everyone play. Alright, now what do we get? We already have extra, so we will pick up the Bard level 6. And 3rd level spell, Fear, Stinking Cloud. You know what? Heat Metal. Shuna thinks of the brain as an obstacle, especially since it was trying to manipulate her. Okay. Ooh, Druid gets the Primal Strike, which is, while in beast form, your attacks count as magical for the purposes of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical damage. Panther, Owlbear, yeah, let's get her good forms. Yeah. Do I want Call Lightning? Tangle can go. Call Lightning. Sleet Storm. And... yeah, Spike Growth can come in handy. Alright. Karlach. Yep. Yeah, definitely gaining that extra rage charge. Keeping her as Elk. Aspects. Aspect of the bear, your carrying capacity is doubled and you have advantage on strength checks. Aspect of the chimpanzee, resistance to falling damage and throwing camp supplies blinds targets. Crocodile. Your movement speed increases by 3 meters while standing in water-based surfaces. On slippery surfaces, you also have advantage on saving throws. Eagle. Enhances your eyesight. You can see in the dark up to 12 meters and advantage on perception checks. Not especially. I played 3 in Vice City, but I don't know. The Grand Theft Auto games are kind of one of those cases where I don't feel bad, but I just generally don't find them that appealing. Like, the story is usually not that interesting. They're mostly games built to just mess around in. Aspect of the elk. Giving yourself and nearby allies extra movement speed. Honey badger. If you're poisoned, frightened, or charmed at the start of your turn, you have a 50% chance to begin raging without expending a rage. Stallion. Dashing grants you temporary hit points. Aspect of the tiger. You can add additional strength modifier to attack rolls against bleeding or poison targets. Wolf. Yeah. Aspect of the wolverine. When you attack a bleeding or poison target, you also maim it for 1 turn. Honestly, the honey badger. If you're poisoned, frightened, or charmed, at the start of your turn, you have a 50% chance of just getting a free rage. Yeah. Plus, it's just funny to say, she's got the aspect of the badger. Alright. And will... Aura protection. Or... Accursed Spectre. When you are an ally within 18 meters, slay a creature that is afflicted with Hexblade's curse. You can raise an Accursed Spectre that will... Yes. And go ahead and get him... Counterspell or... Hunger Hadar, yeah. Yeah. Hunger Hadar is just really damn good. Alright. So we just got a new level. Alright. So we gotta get some rest, though. Yeah, Honey Badger giving you a chance of just getting free rage if you get affected by a status effect. I think that's pretty damn good. Alright. Where'd the rat come from?
I grow tired of these false faces. Every corner we turn, another. I am sorry, but... I am just tired.
We know, but Minsk is alive. Now we just have to find him.
It is some defect of the mind, I think. To stubbornly insist you are following the light, even as you blunder through the darkness. Or... When I left Minsk to this fate, I believed I had no choice. I believe it still. We were ignorant of our enemy. I made the right decision, but... I do not like how easily I made it. Minsk would have never... That is his problem entire. The past century left Minsk unchanged. And so he believes the world has never changed, that I have not. You saw the fool. hanging on the doppelganger's every word for no other reason than it wears my face.
You don't have to explain, Jahir. You're worried about your friend. It's not a crime.
No. But snotting into my sleeve while there is still work to do is. Come then. We need a lead, and bullying this banker ought to make me feel better.
Alright. Let's get some rest. Got plenty of supplies. No one needs to talk. Oh yeah, look at all these supplies. Alright. Get a full rest, everybody. So we no longer can see invisible, but we'll figure something out. Alright. Oh boy, Miss Zora says she wants to talk.
Something on your mind?
You know exactly what's on my mind.
Cordula, hello, Miss Zora. Or should I say Lady Mizora?
So, you talked to Cordula. Such an elegant woman, so protective of the city, so eager to hear of your exploits. Tell me, darling, how is she?
Alive, no thanks to you. I convinced her to stand down.
What a relief. It would be a shame. Alas, she misses the fallen Duke. Someone will need to step up. His only son, perhaps.
Alright. So yeah, she's just stirring the shitstorm as she goes. But I think we're going to call it here for tonight, folks, because I'm starting to get tired. Oh yeah, she looks like an assassin, but she's technically a fighter. But that being said, still looks really good on her. But yeah, I'm going to call it here because I'm starting to get sleepy. And besides, I'll be up. I close tomorrow at work, so we'll be up early for the next stream. So that'll be tomorrow morning. So I want to thank you all for joining me. I have been the Ephemeral One, and this has been more of Baldur's Gate 3. I hope you all have been enjoying, and I hope to see you all next time. If you do, and if you are enjoying, please feel free to subscribe to my Patreon. And, well, let me know what you guys think. Anyway, folks, thank you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now, folks. Bye for now.